Hey everybody, it's that time again. Time for Daryl's Monday Market Report. As always, before I get into the numbers, I like to put a little context on it. Talking to a couple different lenders today, it is costing about 2 discount points to get a rate from the two that I talked to. And so what that's done to the market is buyers are not able to afford as much as they were. And sellers now, in some cases, are giving concessions. I'm seeing that going on right now. So sellers, keep that in mind. And the Fed meets tomorrow, so we're going to see what happens there. The mortgage market has priced stuff in because they don't know where things are going, and they are thinking there's going to be a refi boom probably in the next 2 to 3 years. Keep that in mind, buyers. If you're out there looking, say, if you think this rate's high, it's not high. Historically, rates have been 6, and they've been much higher than that, but average somewhere around 6 or so. So where we're at now is really good. My first home was 7 3/4. I would have killed to have a rate less than that today. So now let's get into the numbers. This week in all of Collin County, from being new to the market, haven't been sold, 1,042 property, that's down 92 from last week. We have ebbs and flows every week. We're looking at a 7-day shot, not 30. So we had 397 new properties come to the market or had a price change in Collin County this week, with 381 that went under contract, 113 that went pending, and 250 that sold. Allen had 28 new properties hit the market or had a price change, 31 went under contract, 12 went pending, and 30 that sold. Lucas, one of our smaller, definitely more expensive areas. You can get land out there, but it is not cheap, about $250,000 an acre. One new property hit the market or had a price change this week. We had 4 that went under contract, nothing went pending, and 3 that sold. Parker, definitely more expensive, homes on large lots. I know in Parker, not too far away, homes start at $970 on an acre and a half and about 3,000 square foot. So not inexpensive, but if you're looking for something like that, Parker's definitely a place to look. Had 2 new properties hit the market, had a price change, 3 that went under contract, 1 that went pending, and nothing that sold. And speaking of new construction, I'm seeing some buyer incentives slowly come back. Some inventories are opening up there, just like in the pre-sale or in the resale market. Inventories are slowly building, which is really healthy. And lumber dropped some, so that's a good thing. Buyers are going to have a harder time if they're having to pay points to get in a home, so that's going to help tamp a brake on the increase in prices, which we really need. It's been unhealthy, this rapid increase in prices. Some of it caused by external influences, like big corporations buying homes that are under $400,000 and paying 20% over. There's been a lot of that going on, and still going on today. This week, Fairview, 5 new properties hit the market or had a price change. We had 5 that went under contract, so that was net gain of 0 there. 2 went pending and 1 that sold. And I always come to the 3 largest cities in the Collin County area this week. From properties new to the market, haven't been sold, number 1 this week is McKinney at 205 properties. Number 2, Plano at 199, and not far behind Frisco, number 3 at 192. Plano this week, 71 new properties hit the market or had a price change, with 55 that went under contract, 22 that went pending, and 51 that sold. McKinney had 95 new properties hit the market, had a price change, with 52 that went under contract, 14 that went pending, and 44 that sold. Frisco, 80 new properties hit the market, had a price change, with 45 that went under contract, 23 that went pending, and 44 that sold. And I've decided, I've been doing the little maintenance minute. I'm changing that up, and it may not be the first Tuesday of every month. I've just been so busy. So I'm going to be talking about property taxes and different types of taxes you may see in Texas, because there's a lot of people relocating here that don't understand it. I think it's an important topic, so I'm going to go over that. Lavon this week, we had 7 new properties hit the market that had a price change. We had 3 that went under contract, 2 that went pending, and 7 that sold. Melisa, lots of new construction there off to our north in Collin County. 12 new properties hit the market, had a price change. We had 4 that went under contract, 3 that went pending, and 6 that sold. Wylie, wide awake Wylie, always on fire. 19 new properties hit the market this week or had a price change. 19 went under contract, 6 went pending, and 10 that sold. Princeton, lots of new construction there, so the numbers get bumped up there a lot. 24 new properties hit the market this week or had a price change. Had 7 that went under contract, 9 that went pending, and 8 that sold. Farmersville, definitely more rural, off to our kind of our northeast. From in Collin County, had 5 new properties hit the market, had a price change. We had 7 that went under contract, 1 that went pending, and 3 that sold. Sorry, I don't edit my bloopers out, and I make a few. And this week, lots of new construction there, as I mentioned. Make sure you're watching where you're buying. If you're buying new construction, you don't want to be near the dump out there. Just keep that in mind. Watch for PIDs and MUDs. Anna this week had 15 new properties to the market or at a price change, 17 that went under contract, 10 that went pending, and 25 that sold. A lot of those are probably new construction. Alstyne, farthest to the north that died, last but not least, in Collin and Grayson. 17 new properties hit the market there this week or had a price change. 2 went under contract, nothing went pending, and 2 that sold. I hope you find this information useful every week. If you have questions about your area, what's going on in your neighborhood, any real estate related questions, happy to help. If you're new to the area and you want some connections for different services, be happy to help. My information's at the end of this video. Feel free to reach out to me. Have a great one. See you next week. Stay cool.